Call this meeting to order. Determine there's a quorum present. Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Garcia, Commissioner Flores, and myself. We do have a quorum, folks. If y'all will please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge. Commissioner Vasquez, if you don't mind.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank y'all. Approving.
Do we have any minutes?
Approving minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, move. Second, Judge.
The motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Citizens' comments? I guess we didn't have any. Individuals from CASA, we are here. All right, so we'll just go ahead and go to y'all. We do have a hearing at 9:15, so we might need to break, but I'll try to get y'all in that way. Y'all don't have to sit here the whole time. All right, come on up. Item 12, discussion possible action on CASA quarterly update to the Commissioners Court.
Good morning, Your Honor and Commissioners. I'm Andrew Pavlinsky. For those of you that don't know me, I was just seated as the president of the board of CASA. I'm fortunate to be coming into this at a great time because we're also going to be welcoming a new ED to the position, and we've got a lot of well-qualified volunteers and staff that we're getting everybody in the right place to do the job effectively. And we're really enthusiastic about where the organization is going. I know that we've been grateful for the generosity of the county. I'm happy to report that we're also receiving grant money coming in, and we've gotten our first corporate grants. So we're getting matching funds from different areas of the community. So it's great to see that we're building support and traction, and I think we're on a positive trajectory. And on that note, I'll let Carmen take it over to give you a quick rundown of the numbers and let you know what the great work we've been doing this month. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you again. Thank you, Judge Owens and all the commissioners for all of your support. I was last here in July, and we were in a time of transition. We had our first training class finishing in that month, and we were so grateful for your generosity and support. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to have accomplished what I'm about to share. In July, we were able to graduate our first class, July 22nd. And then we started our second training class. Our organization is volunteer driven, so we work with the community. We do a lot of community engagement to recruit individuals in the community that have a heart for helping the foster children that we serve. And they do a 30-hour plus training program that we provide. It's free for them, and go through a series of different experiences and trainings. And then they get sworn in by Judge Gonzalez to become guardians ad litem in the court, and they're sworn officers of the court to represent and be the voice of children in foster care. So we, in July, had 7 advocate volunteers. We were able to have a second class that started in July, finished September with 5 more advocates. And we are more than halfway done with our third training class now. So in July, we were able to provide almost 17 hours of volunteer advocacy. In August, we saw that growth to almost 29 hours of advocacy for these children. And in September, with 12 advocates, we provided 49 hours, and we're on track to match that or expand that with this new class that's finishing. There's 6 on track to graduate our new training class. We will have accomplished our huge goal, which sometimes it takes other CASA programs years to accomplish. We'll be able to accomplish and serve every child, be a voice for every single child in foster care from Valverde County with all of these efforts in the last 3 months. So again, we couldn't have done it without your support and generosity and all of your encouragement. We're super grateful. We've also joined different interagencies in the county. We're trying to really network and build relationships with different organizations and support them. We're out tabling at different community events and just wanted to get the word out. We also have a number of volunteers that support in different other ways as well with CASA. So we are super grateful to be here in the county and glad to share that report from 3 months.
How many kids do y'all have right now?
We've got approximately 25. There are a couple of cases, Judge, that are transitioning in and out of the system. So we've got a couple of dates up this week, and we'll have a firm number. But it's
These individuals, are any of them being placed like in foster homes or stuff like that?
Yes, it's a mixture of foster homes and kinship placements, but foster homes.
Okay. And the reason is, I've got an item here, and this discussion possible action on item 17, discussion possible action on a children's shelter. And I know that Commissioner Flores and all the courts since I've been a part of, since I was commissioner, it's always come up that to talk about a children's shelter. And in visiting with the sheriff and in visiting with some of the JPs and one of the judges, another judge, we're probably going to ask y'all and Belong also to be part of a group, if the court's okay with that here in a minute, to begin the process of looking at maybe the county putting together a children's shelter here in town. I think the numbers that we received, I think we had 17 kids, I think was one of the numbers that I was given outside of our county that belonged to us, but or were placed somewhere else, not in our county. So I think we'll have a bigger talk to look at the bigger picture. But if the court doesn't mind, I did put an item on the agenda, item 17. If y'all would give me permission to begin that discussion and then with our partners. And now that you're part of our family, I appreciate you handing out agendas. Yeah, you just started right up.
we've got to see it, trying to fill a need, whatever that is.
We appreciate that.
We've got to step up.
But I think it's needed. There was a story told to me the other day by a principal that, one of their kids, they couldn't figure out how come the kid was in school, and this happened the last 2 weeks, asleep during the day. What's wrong? And during the conversation, come to find out that the mama's probably using drugs. And when the kid is taking the 1-year-old and change and putting him in a tent, basically the stroller, with 3 tires and going to look for the mom at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was asked, what are we going to do? Well, what can the county do? What are you going to do? And, that sort of hits home when you have an 8-year-old kid leaving the house to go look for the mother that called him and says, I don't know where I'm at. And he already knows more or less where she goes to go get him, to go get the mom at 3 o'clock in the morning, 8 years old with the baby in the tent. So.
Well, and I think that's where it's heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where we come together, as a community. I think that our long-term goal, and CASA and other regions develop what's called a Child Advocacy Center, which is a one-stop shop, for lack of a better term, where all the services are there, including a child shelter, forensic interview rooms, law enforcement, Belong, things like that, where the child can come there and then we bring the services to them that are required. And I think that there's the agenda item later, and I believe with the annex that the county is, and Commissioner Vasquez is really supporting over there. I think that can be one of those where we can accomplish at least a temporary children's shelter and get all those services in one spot. And so we're looking, that is a long-term vision of
And y'all
ours.
have more help there. It isn't just CASA. We're all together. We're all family. I think Belongs there also.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So if we can, like you said, have a one-stop shop type deal. But On item 17, if y'all don't mind, I'd like to get permission from the court.
Real quick,
Put a group
I would
together.
like to ask him a question.
Go ahead.
I heard, that you all tapped into some grant money. Is this state money or are you talking like local money or different?
So we've got, there's federal money with, it's called the VOCA grant, which is a victim of crime assistance grant, and that's been the lion's share of our funding, until the county stepped in and has graciously helped us out and to take us to the next level. Now we've got, corporate funding from James Avery. We just recently got, money coming in from them. There's another major retailer that hopefully we're going to solidify some grant money with them. So we're expanding in both the private and public sector to bring it together. Of course, we've also been in touch with the city. I think we all know what the situation is there, but we're still maintaining that relationship.
Tell them that when they tell you that they don't have no money, tell them that they have 3 months in general fund, and then they have another 3 months, in excess reserve, that is also in there. And in the water, according to them, they have $55 million in their budget above the 3 months that they're supposed to have. So if you need help with that, I can show them where their numbers are.
I've reviewed the city's budget and I've attended city council meetings, and I can help each other out. But that's maybe a conversation shortly.
Again, we're here.
I think that we all need to be
We're
willing
here
to
to
have.
help.
Absolutely.
No,
We're receptive and we know.
I wanted to add, we also just got an HHSC grant as well for this coming fiscal year.
Which are also federal funds.
Judge and Ms. Carmen, could we name that local retailer? Is that possible that gave us a great donation, which, so people can support it? Because that was great just receiving, Judge, this grant a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it's our first corporate grant from the James Avery Foundation to Jewelry Store.
And that started at the local level here, am I right?
Yes,
So
we
I thought that was
selected it
great.
for Del Rio location.
And they're right in front of Walmart.
Which may be the next grant that we,
Yes.
Well,
you're on the right track, Judge.
if y'all need anything from us, I don't know what you're gonna need for the building, but if something.
Yeah. I think too, our majority of our children that we do serve are placed outside of Valverde County, so that's definitely something that we would, bringing in. We're doing an initiative right now with different the faith community. We're going to be showing a film. We were trying to secure the local theater, but we're going to have a series of films that churches are going to host at their church, but we're inviting the community, and that's to hopefully encourage a heart for more, because right now there's no foster homes with open
Casa
beds.
Cultura put on a skit at the vigil the other day. Yeah, it'd make you cry. The 2 individuals that were there that put it on were unbelievable. And I'm bringing it up because in case you need help, it might be a resource in order to help you put something together.
But it, as you said, it takes a family, and I think that we could build a strong home for everybody in this community, but it begins with the kids and building our foundation and making it strong. And I think we're on the track to doing that.
If you don't mind, I've got to go to this hearing, but if you hang around, because I'm going to go back into the children's shelter, into that item, in case we need to have a discussion. Do y'all mind hanging around?
We'll be here.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Item 8, we have a public hearing opening at 9:15 to receive public comments either for or against a zoning request to rezone 6,548 Las Felices Boulevard located in Lake Ridge Ranch, Phase 3A, Lot 89, to commercial property. Carlos, why don't you come up in case somebody has questions? And is there anybody else that wants to speak for or against in the hearing? And I'm going to go ahead and also go to item 8, discussion possible action on zoning request to rezone 6,548 Las Felices Boulevard, Lake Ridge Ranch, Phase 3A, Lot 89, to commercial property. And I went to item 8 that way in case we need to have a discussion, we can, other than just a hearing. The public hearing is open. It was opened at 9:15. Is there anybody that wants to speak for or against that? Which lot, can you point?
It will be this one, Judge.
Is that one there? Can you move it to where the black thing is not on the,
Yeah.
that way we can get a better idea where, there we go.
That's this one.
Okay. Anybody have any public comments before we get into the discussion phase with the court? One, two, three. Okay. It's 9:16. Public hearing is now closed. We're at item 8, discussion possible action on zoning request. What, the process that we're doing here, go through the process.
Yeah. Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. So we received an application on September 18, 2025 from Joe Dominguez to rezone the lot 89 on Lake Ridge Ranch Phase 3A on address 6548 Las Brisas Boulevard. His property right now is currently on the Phase 3A of Lake Ridge Ranch, zone as residential. The procedure to do a zoning change is we need to present it to Amistad Land Use and have a public hearing, either Amistad Land Use or the Commissioner's Court, and be posted on the newspaper for 15 days, send out notices to the neighbors around 200 feet. And we did that, it was presented to Amistad Land Use, and the recommendation from the board is to deny the application. And we're presenting this for your consideration, Judge.
I guess the lots, the 17.4, can you put a hand on that one? That way they know what I'm talking about. That one right there, which is, this property here is zoned commercial.
Yes, sir.
The property that we're talking about is this one here.
Correct.
But this was actually, when the developer went to do it, he actually zoned it commercial. All right, everything else that way, or 400 foot off of Highway 90, everything off 400 foot off of Highway 90, either way, is already zoned commercial. This is past that. All right. It is, in the original plat, it was left residential.
Correct.
We have had people across the street that have also applied to be commercial that are on Las Brisas Boulevard, and those were denied. But it's up to this court, new day, new court, new property, what is it that they would, like to do? The land use, almost not land use.
Would it make a difference, since this is acreage, right? Yeah, well, once you go down, where it's, already home built, those are small tracts. Half acre, 1 acre.
Well, here's a 7, here's a 10, here's a 6, there's a 6, the 7, the 3, all these right here.
Lugo, Diego Lugo, what's the name?
No, Diego Lopez is in a different area.
Okay.
Yeah.
But all these lots, the court denied, and I'm not pushing it away here, I'm just saying that what had come to us, the court had denied,
One of these two.
here. The last time it came to us, it was 7 acres, the one we're talking about right now, 4.99 acres. All these, other than where the church is at, everything else is residential on this side, and from this line that way, everything's residential. And then the 400 foot back, naturally, they've got it's already zoned commercial, 400 foot back from the highway. So, whatever the court wants to do, the only thing is if you zone this one, you're opening the door for all that is, but we have the authority to do it. Okay, the court has the authority to do it.
Do their deed restrictions restrict this to
It has to be,
residential?
it's restricted on the restrictive covenants for the property too.
So then that's gonna create a problem. So, can we make a motion?
We can make a motion to give more information, to deny, to accept, it's up to you.
I have a comment, Judge. Before we make a decision on this, I mean, I think it
should be denied on the sole basis of we have an election in the process right now, deciding if there's gonna be an international bridge going through there. And so we're just opening up the possibility of a whole new can of worms.
Commissioner Garcia,
I'd like to make a motion that this request be denied.
do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Garcia. I have a second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Item 7, we did get a treasurer's report, discussion possible action to approve the treasurer's report.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I will second that.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. Our tax statements, which that will affect, moving forward, naturally. This statement was towards the end of August, it's for the end of August. But our tax statements should have gone out yesterday.
Monday.
Monday?
They went out.
They went out Monday? Okay, so one day before we thought. Those will reflect funds in our statement in 2 months, when we begin to collect taxes. But if you look at I know that y'all have looked at the treasurer's report, we do have a little bit of a healthy balance in there yet. But our final, it was only till the end of August, this report. So we still have September, which is the end of our fiscal year 2025. And then depending how our numbers come out there, then some of the stuff that we put in, we can actually move forward with it. Some of the line items or bring it back to the court to hold off. Okay. I motion Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. I'm going to move down to children's shelter. Item 17. Discussion possible action on the children's shelter we were talking about a little while ago. I guess in y'all's response, probably a need.
There is absolutely a need, and I'll give one more anecdotal story for you. There are 14 homeless kids across the street from St. James that go to school hungry, or leave school on Friday hungry, and our 6th graders and 3rd graders heard about this and took their own action to take food over there, and they're setting up a year-long program to help these kids in need. So, I mean, the situation is very broad. So there's absolutely a need for a children's shelter, temporary, long-term, a place where we can get kids fed and things like that. So that's just one little snippet of where the community is stepping up and we can support the
Well,
community.
and the food side, I mean, we've got an individual on the board.
And I appreciate you bringing that up, Judge. I had no idea that, especially children going home hungry, we're fighting that every single day of the year. And I had told Judge Owens, we're picking up fresh fruit from H-E-B 3 days out of the week, Dollar General 3 days out of the week. Just reach out to, the judge or myself, and we'll be more than happy to.
You reach out to him. You reach out to me, I'm going to reach out to him. So just to
Okay.
save a step,
Appreciate that, Judge.
if you'll reach out to him, and then we used to pay $18,000 to South Texas Food Bank in order to support Loaves and Fishes, and what we did here at the county. 3 years ago, is when you wanted to add 20?
Yeah, we did.
3 years ago, we added $20,000 more to that, Southwest, because we were getting a lot of product. If there's something else that we need to do in order to make sure that our kids don't go hungry, and usually the do is the money, we need a number as to what is it that we're tackling? What is it that we're trying to do? If you can help us with that, I think this court would be very receptive to helping South Texas Food Bank provide groceries for these individuals, especially like during the summer when they were able to eat. They were fed during the school year, and now no longer school. What do we do?
Well, and I guess this gets to an agenda item further down the list, but where we start is begin by gathering our services together, where I know that we've got Loaves and Fishes over at the annex, where we belong, hopefully CASA will be approved to go over there and take up space, and then we can all
Let's do this.
together and have a conversation about shelter.
Instead of approve, don't approve, let's just go ahead and move to it, get that over with. That way you're a bigger part of the family. Item 22, discussion possible action on allowing CASA of Valverde County to utilize a portion of the Judge Antonio Tony Foss County Annex Building Rooms J1, J2.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion, Commissioner Flores.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. You're there. Thank you. The school, had really helped, there's no way for Commissioner Vasquez or this court to do anything with that facility if the school hadn't stepped up first. So I want to thank the school district for allowing us to use that facility and giving us a facility as long as we needed it. So thank you, Joe. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judge.
But
The court.
the shelter, we need it, in your mind, in your opinion. We will, if the court will allow us, we will put a group together, to begin that conversation with the sheriff and with y'all, our law enforcement partners, to see how to accomplish this and then bring it back to the court. I spoke with I was at Rotary yesterday and, mentioned this after I was after I already spoke and leaving. And a couple individuals there, bottom line is, what do you need? How can we help? I spoke with a couple of banks and, where do we start? And I spoke with my wife, told her that a lot of people come to her to raise money, so can you put on another hat? And the answer was yes. So, but the companies in our community are always willing to help. There was a fundraiser for a group 2 weeks ago, and I think they raised $140,000 or $150,000. Some of the events that they had and then auctions. But either way, if y'all wouldn't mind being part of a group, and I'd need a motion from the court to give me permission to put a group together, and then once that happens, we will give y'all a call.
I'd like to make a comment, Judge, before we make that motion. Back in 2019, I visited the Capitol and I visited Senator Flores. Commissioner Vasquez was there with me, and I did petition money for a children's shelter at state level. They had no money available. Nick, the man that ran the Mero Rio Grande facility back then, was willing to help, and he was excited about a children's shelter here in Valverde County. He says, "Guys, I can reach out to neighboring counties, get a letter of support." It's been in my mind, children's shelter, forever. Matter of fact, this past year, Judge, I petitioned $250,000 in my budget request for a children's shelter. I've got the community center, I've got a park, got the fire department there. I don't know. What I'm trying to get to is that we need to find, if we do go all the way with this, we need to find the right location for it. We don't want to build one in the middle of nowhere. I'm all for it. I will support the children's shelter 100%. It's been in my mind since, I don't know, for many years. I guess since I became my county commissioner. I've heard a lot of stories from different people concerning children's taken to Kerrville, San Antonio, other places, their relatives having no way to go out there to visit them, their grandparents, their uncles, because their parents were God knows where. But anyhow, I think it's a great idea, and we just need to find the right place for it.
Absolutely.
The right place.
And there are a lot of considerations that go into what the right place is, and so we're more than happy to bring experiences with advocacy centers that are elsewhere in the state and country, so that we can not necessarily model ourselves after, but take what works and leave what doesn't, and bring it here so that we can keep our kids at home and keep our.
Because the children's shelter will not become, I mean, once it's here, it's not just gonna be an asset to Valverde County. It's gonna be an asset to surrounding counties. Because, I mean, that's the way it works. I mean, right, it's not just for Valverde County kids, it's for whoever has a need for a shelter.
Absolutely, and that's where there's a 6-county blank spot on the map right now that we're, I think, collectively trying to fill, because we know that there's a need out there, and that's our vision, is to bridge that gap, to fill in that, and we're more than happy, and we're looking forward to bringing everybody together and figuring out what our resources are and how to best marshal them and gain community support to get this done, because it takes.
Well, I think the best advice that I've received so far is from the sheriff. He says you need to get all the partners in one room before anybody starts making decisions to see what is it that we actually need.
Absolutely.
Get everybody in a room and have that conversation, and then bring it back to the court. You're okay with that?
I'm okay with that, Judge.
Okay, we're good. All right, thank y'all.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Commissioners.
This is something else, though, when you start talking about it. Okay, we can. Well, I'm just gonna go do it. It don't matter. You want to give me permission to reach out and put all the partners in one
I'll
room?
make a motion, Judge, to give you permission to get all the partners in support for a possible, children's shelter.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. And I agree with Commissioner Flores that where we put it is going to help. I can tell y'all, me and Sylvia own property behind Walmart, own property on Wildcat Center. There's different tracts of land within the deal. To set aside an acre or half acre and give it to this cause, I don't think it's going to be a problem if that's where the committee decides where to put it. Okay. Item 11, discussion and possible action on projects within the county to be presented to Representative Eddie Morales. I know that the last time that he came, there was projects, as far as, I guess I should ask my wife right before I said that. There was projects that we mentioned by, 163, 1024, the rest areas, closing down rest areas. And after discussing with him, he did send out letters, because I ended up getting phone calls and actually had lunch with TxDOT on all those issues. So they said they already have plans for those already, and they were going to get with the commissioners. I think they're going to get with you out there on
Dolan Peak Road and Myers, yes, sir.
And then on that one, they're gonna get with you and get with the sheriff to see about maybe the last time y'all had put up cameras or something out there, see if we can do that again, because that'd help. But these projects, I put this on there because these projects here are projects that the county could actually do, whether it be for water, whether it be for sewer, whether it be streets within Valverde County, that we need help on. Projects like that. Not so much the state projects. If we have concerns, those would be concerns, but he's more concerned about projects that we would need funds for. Children's shelter would be one of them. The battered women's shelter that the county, has been funding along with the city, for many years. That would be another, to try to help relieve some of the pressure on the county. But those are the two that I can think of right now, to go ask money for. I don't know if, we need to continue this conversation, and I'll put this on there again in 2 weeks, but if y'all have something, then we can begin to create a list. And then once we create that list and narrow it down, I don't know if y'all have projects. Commissioner Wardlaw, did you have anything? I'm just gonna go down 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to open the road where Mata Lane dead ends
and Parkway dead ends and make it a loop where a fire truck can get in there. We've had one house burned down on that street already, before I was elected. If this road can be connected, ambulances can get in there. Right now, ambulances cannot get in and service and get out, and fire trucks, same thing. So I want to connect these two roads, and the project is active right now. It is being surveyed, and then it will be appraised, and then an offer will be made for the property.
But this one here, this project right here, Commissioner, would be something that we could handle in-house and won't need anything to do with the state, right? It'd be handled in-house. Sir?
Probably not, you're right.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay.
Well, there's bridges that one bridge has to be built and two bridges have to be widened.
Okay.
So it might turn into that.
That we could ask for. Yeah, that we could ask for.
And then I have the Sam Houston School in Precinct 1. And that is a project that I've talked to Mr. Trevino about, and I've talked to Congressman Gonzalez about, and also Representative Morales. I would like to get down there and brainstorm over that old school facility, Sam Houston School, because there's endless possibilities there as well.
Okay. All right. Commissioner Vasquez.
Judge, what I want to concentrate on is on Dolan Creek Road, Myers Road, with the state parks being wide open, a lot more traffic. We've been having to blade those roads, spending quite a bit of county money on maintaining those roads. We've been out there 4 times this year, so that was a issue that I had brought up with Mr. Morales.
As for funds?
I'm sorry?
As for funds, maybe we
funds.
put together a list and the mileage, the 20-some odd miles on both of
On
them.
both of them?
Yeah,
Present
and then
okay.
we'll put that on the list.
We'll have that ready.
Maybe come up with a dollar amount of what we'd be asking
Okay.
for.
I'll-
I know that TxDOT is working on giving us more material. They're on 277 South, that area, and they also mentioned more material that are in other counties, which really didn't want to step into that one, but that is in other counties that other counties are not wanting.
Okay,
So maybe that'll help. It's just the trucking is going to be a little bit far.
okay.
Okay.
We'll take that, yes.
Commissioner Garcia?
Nothing new from what we've discussed prior. It's the same stuff.
Okay.
I'll get you a list.
Okay. Commissioner Flores?
The Old Prairie Road, low water crossing, Finnegan Drive Road, and Johnson Boulevard, which are located in the industrial park.
Okay. Well, Gladys, when we get back this afternoon, if we'll make a list, and then we'll send it out to the commissioners to make sure that we didn't miss something. And then, Carlos, if we can put some close dollar amounts, to this, then we can get it to, Mr. Morales. Are y'all okay with those projects?
Okay.
All right, well, we'll put a list together, send it to y'all, and then we'll get it to our representative. Item 12, we've already done. Thank y'all so much. Item 13, discussion possible action on approving $8,000 out of security funds for TVs or monitors. Item 13, 14, and 15, it all went to the security committee, and each one of these were recommendations from the security committee. The $8,000 is in a security fund that they gave recommendations on. There's more, I think there's about 91,000, somewhere, real close. $91,000 still in that fund, and it is specific what it can be used for. The $8,000 can be used for the TVs or monitors in these facilities. They've asked us they've recommended that we vote on this to take it out of security.
Motion to approve, Judge.
And that's for both items, Judge, motion approved, or?
Well, item 13, 14, and 15, they all come out of the same security fund. There's 37,000, well, let's take one at a time. That way David doesn't look.
I would second that, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez on item 13. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 14, discussion possible
Motion
action.
approved, Judge. Item security
Second.
funds.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 15, discussion.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second
I'll second that,
Commissioner
Judge.
Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 16, discussion possible action on setting a date for the groundbreaking for the gun range. It seems like the state has helped get all their ducks and all our ducks in a row. So I think we can have a groundbreaking now without them coming back and saying, why did you go do that? Right?
I said, go for it.
Okay. It's just, and we've already paid a bunch of money. I mean, we already, one of the first invoices came through already and was approved.
I think being a government shutdown, some of that is federal money, so they're just waiting to issue the PO for the total grant.
So, 2.3.
No, good to go.
We're October 22nd. I don't know, our next meeting is on the 5th. Y'all want to do it like on the 6th of November? It'll give us 2 weeks to send out invitations, and then it'll be fresh on everybody's mind if y'all are okay with November 6th. What do y'all think? You're person,
No, I'm available that day.
right?
Yeah, I'm sick.
I would say November 6th. It gives us 2 weeks, doesn't give us a lot of time to,
I will make a motion, Judge, to do the groundbreaking for November the 6th.
all right, that'll work.
I'll second that.
In the morning would be good, probably 10 o'clock. That'd be okay? It'll give you time to come, get here. You all right with that, Carl?
At 10 a.m., Judge.
You okay?
That's good. You're up at 3 in the morning, right, Carl? You text me one time at 4 or 5 in the morning. Make it here at 6.
All right, November 6th at 10 o'clock, and we'll be inviting the city, school, naturally 4-H, and then have the chamber help us with the invitations. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's gonna be cold that morning.
Good.
Item 11, we're done. Item 18, discussion possible action on a resolution in support of home delivered meal grant program. We pass this resolution every year. It's to help with, hope with elderly and.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Okay, Commissioner Vasquez, do I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. The next one is the funding. Item 19, discussion possible action on paying a contribution of $10,000 to the city of Del Rio for home delivered meal program, and we'll get this out of contingency.
Motion to approve.
I will second that.
Have a motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 20, discussion possible action on allowing 30 able-bodied volunteers. If they're not able-bodied, they can't show up.
We'll take those.
From Laughlin Air Force Base to help clean up, Judge Antonio Tony Foss County Annex Building for the benefit of CASA on November 10th, 2025 during their service day.
Judge, I will make a motion to approve. This would be, of course, at no cost to the county. And of course, we'll pass it on to Mr. David to work out any, liability, little forms or whatever we need to fill out to, safeguard the county. That's okay, Mr. David.
I'll second that.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. Any other discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 21, discussion possible action regarding hosting Christmas Around the World event at the Tony Foss Annex Building on December
Motion to
7th.
approve, Judge.
I will second that, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. Also, y'all are having we have the Halloween deal. The county's having the Halloween deal here Friday, but then y'all have the Halloween deal the next week, right?
Yes, sir, correct, Judge, on the, October the 31st, Judge. Yes, sir.
Just for information
Thank you,
purposes.
Judge. What time is it?
The one here starts at 6, Friday, October 30th at
What time is
6.
6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Thank you. Thank
So
you,
if you
Judge.
want candies, be there early. They'll be there at 4. Okay. I have a motion, and I got off a little bit, but I just wanted to make sure it got thrown in there. Have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? I like the way Karen shot you down there. Okay.
And Judge, for that event, I'm sorry if I could go back just a little bit. I believe, thank you, Casa. I believe, for that event, Casa will be there. There's gonna be so far like 7 or 8 entities, Judge, that are coming together. And they're gonna be providing kids, you know, to all these, kids, and of course,
And it is in precinct 2, but it's just not for precinct 2.
it's for everybody.
Yeah.
Correct. Everybody's welcome, the children out there, the kids, and of course, invited everybody to, hopefully they'll take a quick visit through the, county annex library, Judge. at
That's
that
awesome.
time. Just throw that out there. That's it, Judge.
Did you get all that? We're good. Item 23, discussion possible action of approval on installing traffic control devices on S Bayview, I guess that's South Bayview, right? S Bayview Drive as requested by residents, and there was a petition, signed, I would say by not everybody. And there is a plan, already in place, to try to conform as close as possible with TxDOT rules. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Commissioner?
So when I first got sworn in, I was approached by Mr. Martinez wanting a speed bump on South Bayview. After speaking with him, I spoke with the county attorney, the sheriff, and the county engineer. And all three of them recommended against it for various reasons, liability reasons, for emergency vehicle traffic. You know, the sheriff had a concern on that. The county engineer discussed it being a vertical hazard and that TxDOT really does not like these things. So for all of those reasons, I told Mr. Martinez that I would not be putting up a speed bump on South Bayview. So after their presentation last week and their petition, it caused a lot of heartache because I'm advocating for something that I don't agree with. I think these speed bumps are a bad idea after listening to the three people I just mentioned. But, you know, government has three things to offer. They can give you what you want, they can give you what they think is in your best interest, or they can give you nothing. And I have a problem with the last two. So I'm going to go ahead with the first one, and I'm going to give them what they want, even though I think it's a bad idea. So meeting with the county engineer and discussing how we can go about this in a most lawful regulatory manner, looking at TxDOT regulations, the Federal Highway Administration's regulations on how to design this, because we need to design a speed bump that they can travel at the posted speed. So for this to work here, you know, they have a speed limit of 25, so I'm gonna make the motion now. I make a motion that we lower the speed limit on South Bayview to 20 miles an hour, that we create an intersection at Bayview and Burke with 3 stop signs, that speed bumps be installed 250 feet from each intersection, that speed bumps be installed approximately 600 feet in between, and that guardrails be installed on each side of the speed bump so that people do not try to avoid the speed bump by going onto the shoulder where young children or people will be walking. So this is going to be a total of 8 speed bumps, because one speed bump isn't going to solve the problem. You have to create a series of these to continue to have people driving at the lower speed. So that is my motion. I think that is, from discussions with the county engineer, the only way that we can do this that meets state regs and will accomplish what they want.
Commissioner, can you add, that you will install proper sign, speed bump?
Oh, they're good, yeah, signs will be installed that say speed bump.
Second the motion.
Have a motion, Commissioner Garcia, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 24, discussion possible action to approve $20,000
Motion to approve, Judge.
Okay, on this one here, it can be from operating, but it isn't to salary savings. It would just be for temporary, workers, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we'd already done this, we'd already set some money aside the last fiscal year to help with temporary workers out of out of his budget.
He did, yes.
So, I have a motion, to set $20,000 out of operating in order to be able to hire temporary workers. Do I have a second? No second? Motion fails. Item 25, discussion possible action to set aside funds to purchase desk and office furniture to be used at the community center.
Judge, I have several vacant offices in the Social Security Department and one at the community center, and so I'm needing money to put furniture, in those offices.
Do I have a motion?
Yes, that's a motion.
That's a motion. I have a motion to set aside funds to purchase desk and office furniture to be used at the community center.
Is there an amount, Judge?
Yes, I was writing it down. A dollar amount?
$10,000.
Okay. I have a motion to set aside $10,000 to the community center out of where, Commissioner?
Contingency?
Okay. I have a motion to set aside $10,000 out of contingency for office furniture at the community center. Do I have a second? No second, motion fails. Item 26, discussion possible action authorizing Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez to sign a memorandum. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second.
Second.
Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 27, you're good, Sheriff. Did an amazing job. Mr. Trevino, discussion possible action on updates on third quarter statistics.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioner. I just wanted to come in and give my quarterly report to the court for July, August, September. We had a total of 814 walk-ins, 187 out-of-town trips, and 25 local trips. We attended 10 different community events or organization meetings, and we provided food, water to 17 veterans and their families. So as we continue to grow, the demand for services continues to grow, and I can foresee moving forward, we may need more help on the staffing side because, my admin helps us coordinate the travel, but it's a little overwhelming now. So everything's running smooth so far. Thank you for your support again. Our offices continue to grow. We're involved with the VA for the community care program. We've met with Grand Canyon University, who is a Christian-based university in Phoenix, and they want to coordinate with the county moving forward to provide online college courses for our county employees. So we're looking for different organizations that can bring new things to our community. That's a big priority for me.
And I know also, and getting back to the food part, y'all have been given also food by precincts to help
Yes,
with the veterans.
Yes.
And if this court this year,
Mhm.
or in the fiscal year that we're in,
Yes, sir.
also set aside funds in order to be able to house veterans, and I think you
Yes, sir.
reached out also to one of the local motels
Yes,
or
sir.
hotels
Yes, sir.
to help with rooms
Yes.
for veterans that might need housing.
Right, Judge.
Which that's the first time that we've ever done this.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank the court.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely, and obviously that particular motion, that particular money will directly save lives. We've had veterans dying on the streets in the past for heat exposure and different, and this hopefully will prevent that from happening again. So, Ramada was gracious enough to give us a very good rate, and we've already got the plan in motion to be able to make that happen. So thank you for those funds. They are crucial, and we've already, obviously, for long-term housing, prepared something in San Antonio. So we'll house them for a couple of days while they're either in crisis or there's a de-escalation involved, and we'll go get them to San Antonio. So, thank you. That's a life-saving program that we have now, thanks to the court as well. So, so far so good, Judge. Again, with y'all's support, we continue to grow, and I think we're all together making an impact. So.
And I did pick up on that you're gonna need more staff, I.
Yeah,
Those
Judge, I
started, but
just,
it's
you know,
okay.
sometimes I feel like, you know, I can see more comments coming out on the stuff, but that's okay. I don't have to worry about those myself.
Y'all have any questions for, Mr.
Thank you for all
Trevino?
you do.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
one more thing, Judge, November 8th is our Veterans Appreciation Luncheon at the Civic Center this year. We've already got, the food, we've got music, we've got everything, and I'd like to formally invite the court to attend, join us 11:30 to 1:30 that day. And I'll be forwarding to the judge the entire program here
And
shortly.
I know that, you know, we talked about before, but you said you already had everything, didn't need anything.
Maybe some drinks.
Drinks?
That's what we need, maybe drinks, that's the only thing I know they.
Give me a list,
Okay, I will.
give me a list, and then we'll put something together.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Thank you, Judge.
all right, I got county card.
Yes, sir. You're looking at the right thing.
That was quick, man. Thank you, Mr. Trevino, I appreciate it. Thank you for everything you do. Item 28, discussion possible action to approve the procedure manual for voter registration. Before we get into this, I started reading through it. Court can take whatever action the court wants to take. I'd rather not vote on it. If y'all need a little bit more time to look through it.
Okay.
I need more time to look through it. It's up to y'all. If y'all want to approve it, you know, we can approve it, but,
You'd rather have more time,
I'd
Judge?
rather have more time to scratch through it.
I'll make
We
a
got it on
motion.
Wednesday and we started playing with it, but I'd like to sit, if you don't mind.
Table the item, Judge? or-
If you don't mind.
I'll make a
Are
motion.
y'all
to
okay with
table.
that?
No, I'm ready. Yeah.
Item number 28.
And real quick, on the procedure manual, we need to put something in there how we fix, when we fix something, how does it stay fixed? And I'm not trying to,
No,
you know where I'm coming from.
I
right?
know, I
Verdad?
saw it and it frustrated me too because it was saying something on my side and then something totally different on somebody else's side. And I did call the state and I was like, why is it happening?
Because
They told me
because
they
these
didn't
two
know either.
individuals that they live in the same home, and we've had this problem before. They live in the same house, it's on the same side of the street, exact same home, and I have one of them in precinct 1, the wife is in precinct 1 and the husband's in precinct 4. And we had this problem the last election, and y'all went through and fixed it, and then it
Yeah.
came up again, and now, last week,
It's the
Jesus
same
Christ, it's
thing.
again, the lady's still in precinct 1 and the man is in precinct 4 and they live in the same house. And it's on the same street that we've been talking about all along. There has to be something in this manual, something that I'm trying real hard not just to come unglued here.
Well, what she did with that one was she deleted it and re-entered it, and then it was
Because they
corrected.
couldn't tell me how to fix it, so I had to figure it out on my own. So like, I'm just gonna delete the street and
This is
put them back in.
this would have been the third time.
That's
What
my
street is this?
Qualia.
Qualia.
Mhm. I've called all 3 times to the state and they tell me the same thing. They don't know, they don't understand.
Were they in precinct 1 or
That's
precinct?
just it, though. They're supposed to be in precinct 4, but the wife is in precinct 1 and the husband's in precinct 4.
And Commissioner, back in March, May, and November, all 3 of my elections, there were people in 1 listed as 4 and in 4 listed as 1, both sides of the street.
So part of this procedure manual, there has to be a process that we follow in order to, and I'm sure, because I was there when y'all fixed the damn thing, right? And then all of a sudden it wasn't there. How do we make sure, because he's in, and I can tell you that they weren't upset, they were really concerned. But how does it keep happening to me? And then, you know, not only how does it keep happening to them, but they're also, what about other people that, you know, if they get frustrated, hell, they just don't show up to vote. We're just not gonna go through this again.
And it's not our software, it's the state software.
And then we also, I think, one of them, we had a problem with one of our ex-judges also, county judges, they were off too, I mean, you know, and,
Which precinct was that? Which precinct was that?
precinct 1.
One.
Precinct 1, and then they moved out to precinct 4.
Oh, okay.
just don't know what we do. I mean, but again, this is one of the reasons that don't take it like I'm throwing rocks. If we don't talk about it, we're not gonna fix it. We've already, we fixed it, something happened, we fixed it again, something happened again, and now we fixed it again. How does it not stay fixed? But I do, and we're getting blamed, the county's getting blamed because we're all joined at the hip. We're getting blamed for this crap. But we've tried to fix it, right? And it didn't stay fixed. And this is even more frustrating than everything else. I mean, because we looked at it, it was fixed. We thought it was fixed, then it happened again, fixed it again. And there has to be an answer. Somebody has to be able to give us an answer. Right?
They're voting as we speak in the Civic Center.
Yeah. And I haven't been down there yet.
So far, it's been good. We haven't gotten any calls.
Okay, so far, so good.
Yeah.
It's like the guy that fell out of a 5-story building all the way down. So far, so good.
To the end.
When you hit, he's like, yeah, what happened? If you will put this back on, in 2 weeks,
Okay,
and give, I didn't have enough time to look at it, my bad.
okay.
And I'm sorry to put the court through that, but I just didn't.
You still need a second on the motion, Judge?
Second, the table.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Garcia. Thank you so much. Mr. Martinez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Thank you. Thank you. And I will tell y'all, thank y'all for what y'all are doing. I mean, it's a difficult task.
Yes.
At some point, though, we need to get there.
Judge, Mr. Andrew and Carmen wanted a picture with the court.
Okay.
If you wanted to.
Yeah. You want a picture with the court? Yeah. I mean, y'all should have said something. We're always good for
They didn't want to
pictures.
interrupt you, Judge.
Oh, no. Everybody else is.
Yeah, to the very end of the spot.
We serve at your pleasure, so.
Come on. You're really good. Yeah. You're saying all the right things. You don't need more money, do you? Right? No. Hey.
Better a win than a win further, so.
Good, how are you? Thank you.
I'm gonna get David and Sheriff and everybody, so that's part of it.
As long as Sheriff don't get fun of them, okay?
We're gonna scoot over, how are we gonna do this? This is probably easy. You learn it, turn side.
Squeeze in.
Like I said. Just a little bit. All right.
Yeah, on the way out.
Okay, smile. Stop with your hands. All right. 1, 2. Okay, good. One more. Hang on. One more.
1, 2, 3.
Your finger was covering the thing.
All right.
No.
Awesome. One more. Awesome. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Item 29, discussion possible action to authorize the county judge to sign. Motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 30, discussion possible action to approve lease between Valverde County and the 3rd Annual Veterans Day Board. Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second. Second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 31, discussion possible action to approve. Okay. Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second. Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 32, discussion possible action to approve.
Judges presented.
Second. Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second. Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 33, discussion to approve, Judge.
Second, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Flores, second. Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 34, discussion possible action for approval to declare the following items as surplus.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. There is a stainless steel table in there. You might ask building maintenance if they need it.
Okay.
Like for the kitchen or whatever over there. But either way, have a motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 35, discussion possible action for approval to declare the following items as surplus property.
Motion to approve this.
Motion, Commissioner Flores. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Man, you did
Thank
amazing.
you.
That was quick. Item 36, discussion possible action regarding salary adjustment to community advocate pay was adjusted to reflect the last salary from the previous employee in the amount of $28,066.63. There was an individual hired in mid-July, a community advocate, that the base pay was $27,894.96. The court had approved, that we could hire between base pay and whatever the position was making at the time that position was vacated. The position was making $28,066.63 at the time it was vacated. When we filed the budget, there was $29,189.30 put in there. But the individual, when she was hired at,
She was hired at the base, 27,894.96.
and that's what she was hired at. That's what she signed off on.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the question here is,
In the budget, when we did the changes in the budget, we put the new hire at 28,066.63,
63
which was the correction that the auditor's office had.
had made.
Yes, sir.
So she was hired at $27,894.96, but the pay that was put in there was $28,066.63.
Yes, sir.
Right, pretty much it. So the question is, do we hire at $28,066.63? How did she get paid this last go round? Because it was
At the
part,
28,066.
because that's what was put in the budget. So we need approval from the court to keep it at the $28,066.63.
Correct.
Because that's what we hired at the end of the day. I'll make a motion to keep it at the $28,066.63. That is actually what the position was making when it was vacated, before this position was hired.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Good. Item 37, discussion possible action, and I counted today, how many employees we have between OLS and part-timers and everything. I'm gonna tell y'all thank y'all before I go to the next item, because we have 357 positions between OLS, part-time, and the 290 some odd positions that are our full-time.
Yes.
So if this is one of the only hiccups out of all that, y'all have done an amazing job. All right? Thank y'all so much.
Yes, sir.
And the other hiccups, we just won't bring them. If there is. Either way, item 37, discussion possible action on approval.
Motion to approve, Judge?
Second. Okay, have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. We're gonna go item 39, approving monthly reports from elected officials.
Motion to approve, Judge?
A motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Second. Second, Commissioner Flores. Any questions? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Approving,
Motion to approve,
bills
Judge?
for payment.
Isn't it, Mr. Schmidt, everything good?
We are, I'll let you know when we hit the floor, ground floor. Just teasing. Everything's-
We're still,
I'm teasing.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 41, discussion possible action. Approve items before. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez.
You did not get the fund balance report. I kicked that out late. That is mine. I do have it right here. May I approach?
Please.
That's just normally what you get when you get the package, but that did not get out until yesterday.
But you got the rest of it.
Mhm.
We're on item 41, discussion possible action to approve the auditor's report. Any questions? We always go through here and, there's some accounts still that have like, and y'all have cleaned a bunch of them up, but some of the accounts still have like very little money in them. Probably sit down and bring it to the court.
We could, if it's an 1800 series is what you may be referring to, that's still a committed fund, but it's under full authority of Commissioners Court. You guys can consolidate those to all your wishes.
I think maybe we'll go through them and then bring them back to the court the next go round. $5, $91, whatever. It just looked clean if there was no money in there.
Sure, I can do that.
Item 41, discussion possible action to approve the auditor's report.
Motion to
Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 42, discussion possible action to following circulation.
Now, this is an older vehicle, we no longer have it. This was just, our insurance company went after their insurance company to get the deductible back.
Finally got.
Right, so we got the deductible back. So whatever the court chooses to do with this, normally this is just kind of a miscellaneous we throw it into, but I'll leave the court authority to do that since we no longer have a vehicle.
You want to add that to your motion?
Yeah, I'll make, add that to the motion, put it back, what, Judge?
Miscellaneous?
Miscellaneous, okay.
Put it in the miscellaneous account.
Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action on payment for the county surveyor rent fee for fiscal years 2023, 2024, 2024, 2025.
What is that,
We have an item within our budget that the county surveyor, which is Abner Martinez, this is what he gets paid rent for all the documents that he helps keep for us. It's a $1,200 a year deal. Evidently he had turned in invoices, but for some reason they didn't get paid the previous 2 years.
What document does he keep for us?
If we need maps or whatever, for the county. And I know we used them on several occasions on the library, not the library, the fire station right now. When we did the library, anything we need, he'll give us copies of documents.
And statutorily, Judge, if I may, obviously, he does not draw a salary from the county. This is the way that he's compensated.
Oh, okay. I'll make a motion to approve
allows
that.
for,
Thank you.
for rent.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Second, Commissioner Garcia. And when you say statutory, I don't understand also why we don't pay his insurance. He's an elected official.
It's in the statute, Judge. Maybe that's something he needs to talk to Eddie Morales about.
No, I'm guessing, but the statute, because I haven't read it, my bad.
Right.
Is he allowed to get health insurance?
The statute doesn't address that, Judge. It
So
just
if it
basically says
doesn't,
that the
then
only
we
obligation
could.
the county has, the statutory obligation
Is this.
is the rent. Obviously, if the court wants to do more than that, the court.
Actually, he's not a county employee. He only has a title of county surveyor, but he's not a county employee.
He's an elected official.
He's an elected
Yeah,
official.
but not a county employee.
But again,
Just like we're not county employees because we're elected officials.
How about this,
I opened up
storage?
the
Is it
can of worms.
digital?
I'm gonna bring it back.
Yes, sir.
Is this stuff digital or is it hard copy?
No, a lot of his stuff are hard copies.
Right, if you have an elected surveyor, they are the custodian of records. So, and if not, then it would just fall to somebody else.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Garcia. Any other comments? We good? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action regarding an increase to daily hotel rate for non-host hotels.
Okay, we got a lot of ideas on this.
Okay.
So.
What is it currently at, Mr.?
It's currently at 150. Now, there are certain exceptions. If you're at legislative session and you're staying in the Austin area, I believe it's up to 350. Sheriff in his DC trips, if he still heads up there, or if any member ever goes up to DC, I believe it's in the 350 area. Now, we are currently at 150. The rub we're getting into is if someone does not get the host hotel rate, because if the host hotel is full or they were late registering, then they've got 150 budget to find somewhere. Now, one point of view is just allow an expenditure up to the host hotel rate, whatever that host hotel rate is. But some of those get very cheap. Some of those are 109, 119 because it is a block room rate. So that's pretty low. Some of them are pretty high. Some get up to 180. I did see one over 200 at one point in time. But you can go that route. You can just set it at whatever the host hotel rate is for the the block room rate. Whatever the block room rate is, that would be the limit. Or you can just go ahead and set a limit, and then in that case, you're going to get people hotel shopping.
Well, or we could set, the motion could be is whichever's higher. Set a limit of 180 or 200, or the host hotel room rate, whichever's higher.
You could do that.
And that way we're covered on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes the host hotel is really, really cheap, and you're not gonna find nothing somewhere else because they know that they're booked.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones do. And we're at 150, so if we went to 200, then it would help us cover some of it.
Okay, so you want to go the higher of the host hotel or 200?
I would think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are y'all okay with that?
Yes, I was about to,
I'll put that
about to
in
say.
motion.
Second.
Okay. A motion, and myself, and second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 45, I didn't see nothing.
No, we didn't have any.
Item 46, closed session consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A551.071.2, attorney-client privilege, C551.071, parentheses 1, parentheses A, contemplated litigation, C551.072, regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property and possible action open session thereafter, D551.073 regarding the negotiated contract, lease, or value of real property and possible action open session thereafter, E551.076 regarding security devices, security audits, and/or security personnel. If y'all will give us a minute, we're gonna go to the restrooms. Sorry, that is aggravating. All right, lights on. I skipped item 38, discussion of possible action on approving HR monthly report for period.
Motion to approve, President Judge.
I will second that.
Motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Item 47, Commissioners' comments.
Judge, I just wanted to make a little comment here. I wanted to invite the public, from all over the county, precinct 1, 2, 3, 4, to see if they'd like to join us at the Halloween, event at the, Toby Cross Center, 315 East Chapoy at 6 p.m. Judge.
October
October the 31st.
30th. All right. Is there anything else? And on November 6th, I guess we will be having our ribbon cutting or groundbreaking or whatever for gun range.
That's November 6th.
November 6th at 10. And the closing on the property that the city's selling us, we should have a HUD or closing statement or whatever with a dollar amount, hopefully by Wednesday of next week. If we have that, then we can bring it back to Commissioner's Court 2 weeks from today, so we can get a cashier's check in order to make that happen. I want to thank the city for selling it to us.
Oh, and Judge, it's groundbreaking, not ribbon cutting. Right?
Groundbreaking.
Yeah.
I was corrected by Commissioner Wardlaw.
Young,
He's not.
Commissioner Wardlaw.
Young. Yeah.
No, Judge, I just,
That's all good.
He's catching everything.
That's all good. We have an event, the county has an event Good Friday also. Starts at 6. I think it's probably the 7th annual maybe, Halloween deal. So everybody's invited also. And if you will look into, food for the kids.
I should go, Judge.
Okay. And then if we need to do something funds in order to make that happen, we'll bring it back to the court. Any other comments? We good, David? No, nobody? All right. I'll go to item 49. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day.